I'm Joel Bond. Early in March of this year, due to a growing global pandemic, I found myself essentially stranded on an island here in Greece. With planes grounded, borders closed, all essential routes to my home in Iraqi Kurdistan have been closed off, leaving me here with lots of time on my hands to make videos for you every day. These are my locked down life lessons brought to you from Greece. During this time when we've all been at home and quarantined and self-isolating and the government has shut down so much of our business, it feels like the volume has been turned way down on so much of our lives. And while it is very true, what I'd really like to talk about today is in the absence of all of that noise, with all of the sound turned down, what background sounds have suddenly come into sharp clarity for you? In other words, with all the excesses of our lives stripped away, and nothing but the essentials really remaining, what is it that you now hear more clearly about yourself and others that maybe you couldn't with all the noise before? For me, it's been my almost obsessive need for routine. I've always been a very organized person, and anybody who knows me, family and friends, will tell you that I am incredibly organized. I have had my crayons color coordinated by Roy G. Biv order when I was a kid. My books are alphabetized on my bookshelf. I always had things neat and orderly in lines and parallel structures on my desk. I never had anything that was out of place. I love routine and structure and order. It's part of my character. And in this time when the volume's been turned down on so much of the everyday business of our lives and the busyness that we find ourselves in, I found myself immediately striving to see what kind of routine I could build into this new lifestyle that I find myself in. That's not a bad thing, to be honest. In fact, much of the best advice that's out there, circulating on the internet now, is about creating a sense of routine in the midst of crisis or chaos or uncertainty. And quite honestly, we are in a period of great uncertainty. And the thing that can help us really get through a lot of that is to have something that we can rely on, some system that we can fall back onto that says, when all else fails, I have this to get me through today. On that list of things that's circulating around the internet, that kind of advice that you find from various sources are things like eat healthy, make sure you move your body and exercise, be in contact with a loved one. This isn't rocket science, to be honest. In fact, these are all the sorts of things that we should be doing with our everyday lives anyway. These are the sorts of things that make for healthy living. And I sometimes wonder, in this space of a pandemic, when we all have the volume turned way down low, and we're having to listen to the more basic, essential needs of our daily lives, if perhaps in this space and time, we're actually living better than we were before, in focusing on these very basic needs of health, family, relationships, love. Perhaps these are the things that make life really worth living and make this time all the more special. I hope you're doing well. I love you very much, and I know you'll do great things. Keep on keeping on, and we'll see you tomorrow.